Hi, I'm architect Sebastian. I was a practicing architect in Kochi. I run a firm by the name Silpi Architects, and I'm the principal architect. I've started this firm in 2000, so it's almost 20 years since I started this firm. We have a team of around 40 people in this office, and I think it's a teamwork at Silpi which really is our strength. So this project is located at Puthuppally. I had done another project very close to this site. This client had seen that house, and he got interested in the way we approached design and our kind of architecture. And this was not a big site, compared to for a place like Puthuppally. It was around 20 cents, because many of the houses are in large plots. There is a lot of greenery around, so this is like a city plot. So how to address that, how to bring in that sense of greenery while at the same time include his functional requirement into that plot. That was the challenge. And he had a road on the southern side as well as the western side. So the principal road is on the western side, and there is a secondary road on the southern side, and southern side was sloping towards the south. Placement of the house was most important, and because the site itself was in two levels. So what I did is I brought in a small basement level at from the southern road, and then he wanted an office space for his business purpose. So I fitted in a basement, and then the rest of the house is at a higher level approach from the western side road. This house faces west primarily, and it has a southern orientation also, because the roads were on the west and the south. We left more open space on the west and the south, and because we need the access for the car, and we had to leave a lot of space for the cars and additional cars to come in and all that. So we left some space there for cars, other cars to be parked, and then the prime orientation is towards the southern side, because that's where there is less disturbance from the road and all. So because we have an open space on the southern side, so the rooms could look out into that southern side, and otherwise the house is generally an open plan, but then we try to give the drawing room a bit of privacy. But then there are not too many walls inside. The space kind of flows in from the drawing room to the dining room and to the family room. Family room actually is on the other side. It's on the eastern side, and what we've done is we've tucked the family room in between the two bedrooms. So it's essentially a very private space. But then family room is connected to the dining room, and then from the dining room you connect to the drawing room. And in between there is an open space which actually opens you out to the green area on the southern side. So it's like an H-shaped plan. So the dining room sits in the middle, and then you have provision of cross ventilation. So dining room actually is a double height space also. So essentially that is acts as the main focus of the house. And then we have a bridge connecting the upper rooms above the dining room. So that is the main core area. And the dining room, which opens out to this patio on the southern side, that is the main activity area of the house. The staircase also is located along with the dining room, so that the drama of movement also is, and when people move between the floors, the people in the dining room, people get connected between the floors through that double height space. Also, another feature of this house is that this kitchen also is open to this dining space. So essentially, the lady of the house doesn't feel isolated, and kitchen is. But then there is enough privacy for the kitchen from the drawing room, and then we've also followed Vastu in terms of its locations, location of the kitchen, location of the bedrooms, while at the same time we ensured sufficient privacy, and the functional requirements also were addressed properly. And in terms of materials used, we've tried to use maximum natural materials. We've used Wienerberger clay tiles for the roof. I like that product, especially for the color, and we've used large aluminium windows, essentially to cut down on the cost of using a lot of timber, because when you want to have such large windows, I think aluminium windows are a better option, because you tend to use a lot of timber, and this is much more cost effective. And we've gone in for large glazings because we wanted the interiors and exteriors to basically connect. So that was one of the intentions. We didn't want to in this house to kind of stand out. We wanted this house to basically blend in. We've tried to retain some trees also, and we've added lot of plants. We've added a lot of attention is given to landscaping, selection of plants, and how we've planted heavily. In fact, there are trees that are planted. Some of them are still growing up, but I think it is quite lush green, and and it gives them a lot of privacy. And at the same time, the house does not, it's actually, when you see the house, you don't see the structure alone. There are lots of plants growing from everywhere. So that is, I think, that was one of the intentions that we wanted, because we wanted this house to be truly part of nature.